Good afternoon, everyone. So, first of all, thanks to Darshna for giving so much of credit last of his PPT. But and thanks to Vikram sir and all of us others to give me a chance to represent how we work in industry to convert solar energy into electrical energy in our daily life. Let me introduce myself. Myself Anuj Mudgar, working as a senior production engineer in Indo Solar Limited. Apart from that, I am a professional footballer from last 4 years, playing in Delhi League as an winger. Might be some people who know how to play football and all that, might be knowing that. Right now, so should we start or someone wants to know about something from Darshna? Can we start? Okay. So, what we basically do with solar cells? Can someone tell me how solar cell works? Anyone? No?
Convert solar energy to electrical energy.
Yes. Just give him mic. Okay. What's the basic principle?
Heat absorb it.
Sorry?
Heat absorb.
Heat. Somewhat. Yes.
Sir, it's the photovoltaic effect which basically.
What is the photovoltaic effect?
So when the heat from the sun fall on these cells, photovoltaic cells,
Okay.
the electrons get excited, and due to the flow of these electrons, we can generate electricity.
Okay. Yes.
Hello, my name is Adi Gupta. I am from Gurukul School. Basically, the solar cells trap the sunlight and due to some mechanism I don't know, and convert it into electrical energy. Maybe. Might.
Okay. Thank you. So basically, solar cell is a process which consists two things: solar cell and you can say solar energy and sand. Now, how can we say that sand converts energy into solar energy, sun energy to electrical energy? Photovoltaic is an effect, like that guy told you, that photovoltaic effect is an effect that when solar energy falls on any piece of solar cell, which I'm going to show you later, light excites the photons in the solar cell, and we got some silver wires on the cell which used to carry those photons and electrons throughout the cell to make it, or you can say we can convert the solar energy into electrical energy and use it in our daily life. Like many of you have seen things like solar geysers, solar heaters on your rooftops. Many of you don't know how many of you have used solar modules on your houses to produce electricity. Delhi government has just now last week has passed the project in which you can use, and 70% costs have been bear by the customer and 30% cost has to be bear by the government. You can produce electricity as much as you want, and rest of the electricity you can sell it to the Delhi government and you will get money for that, like used to happen in Germany and other European countries. So Darshna ended with these kind of solar cells. It's a part of solar cell, you can say, but it's a thin film solar cell. Actually, the efficiency of these cells is not what we need in general life, because if it's gonna convert only 2 to 4% of light, then I don't know how much size of roll we need to light up our whole house and all this.
That's where the cost effectiveness comes in. Because they are cheap, you can do a lot more.
They are cheap, but obviously we need space. We can't roll it in all over the city.
That's what people are researching on that.
So these are thin film solar cells. Basically, Moservir introduces these cells in India around 10 years back. They were manufacturing these cells. These are called thin film sheets.
This is polymer, this is not polymer.
They are similar to They are similar to these. So you can say these are thin films also.
So people feel
Only the material is different, nothing else. So, how we made, why we generally use silicon to manufacture solar cells, nothing else.
So my name is Path and I am from Gurukul. We use silicon because it absorbs heat and traps energy.
Yeah, but most of the things absorb heat. Why silicon so special? Yes?
Because silicon is available so commonly. Because silicon is everywhere. Like sand is silicon, right?
Yeah.
So it is available.
Okay. Yes?
Silicon is found in sand and sand gets heated very fast.
Okay.
And it's 50% effective than outside, so it gets heated at 15% of this.
Let me make it, yeah. It's not 15, it's 20. So,
Sir, it is a metalloid and that means that when heat is passed through it, it conducts electricity.
yeah. So basically, silicon is a combination of sand which gets up heat easily and conducts electricity. So, why we use silicon? We use silicon because it is 70% silicon. You can say that silicon is most abundant material on earth. So we can found it very easily in sand. But we can found it can be found easily, but making silicon wafers is not that easy. But जैसे हमको लगता है कि ये तो बहुत आराम से बन जाता है, सैंड है, सिलिकॉन वेफर बन जाएगा. So can you tell me, if we make 100 wafers like this, how much good wafers we gonna get? If we cut 100 slices of this silicon, like if I get a rod of silicon and cut 100 wafers, how many good wafers I'm gonna get, which can be used to manufacture solar cells? Any idea or guess?
So 20 to 50.
20.
It's around 35 to 40 cells only. Rest is gone wasted and we have to recycle them again and again and again. So first let's start with the slide, with this video. So this is sand. You can say sand is, as I told you, the sand is you can know. This is the crystals of sand. These are called quartz crystals. Quartz is a type of sand, but this special type of sand which contains silicon in major quantity. Now, can you tell me the melting point of silicon? बहुत सारे लोगों को बहुत कुछ नहीं पता होगा, लेकिन try to have a guess, wild guess. Don't be afraid. Exam नहीं है, fail नहीं होगा कोई यहाँ पे. Have a guess. Yes. No. It's around 1400 degree. Silicon melts around 1400 degree Celsius. So, how we make solar cell from raw sand? We have got okay. This is a machine. Like we have melted this silicon. This is called a seed. Like you have seen a small. We have got a small. Like you have seen small balls, jam balls, and all these things kids used to eat. We have got that much smaller seed, like thing, which ultimately ends up with a rod of around 3 meter and around you can say 10 inches of diameter. This is a this is the actual this the seed. This is called you can say. You can see a bright light. It's just in the center of the video. This is a rotating rod which used to rotate at a very slow speed, and it takes around 4 to 7 weeks to make a rod of 3 meter and 10 inches of diameter. So when this rod, we used to dip this rod into a molten tub of silicon, and this rod rotates for around 4 to 7 weeks, and in the end we get a big rod of this like this. This is the rod in the center, gray color rod, which is called silicon rod, or we can in scientific terms say it is an ingot. This is a circular rod, and as you can see we are using cell in rectangular shapes. So can anyone tell me why we are using this in rectangular shape? Yes?
To increase the surface area
Surface area of
that particular cell, silicon cell.
close but not what I want. Yes, we are using to increase the surface area, but the surface area of this actually we want to maximize the space of the light falling on the earth. So we want, if we use circular solar cells, there will be more of the vacant spaces left, and in square or rectangular shapes we can use all the area without leaving any spaces. So we use a rectangular shape or square shape. This is the rod. You can see how long it is, 3 to 4 meters rod. Now this is the square piece. We have cut that rod, circular cylindrical rod, into a rectangular shaped rod. Now we're gonna cut them into the wafers. This is grey colors. Everyone knows color of the sand. So anyone want to see? Pass it on. Those who want to see how a solar silicon wafer looks, we can feel how
Pass
it
it
looks.
along and bring it back, okay? Pass it along, but don't break it, okay? Yeah.
It's quite brittle, so try to handle it
Yeah.
with very, very carefully.
Yeah, and then you can bring it back, okay? Just pass it along. Don't break it.
So can anyone tell me the weight of this silicon solar wafer? Yes?